very good blah, blah, blah. A very good evening. Today I will start a MotoVlog in English because some people they watch the vlogs in my language from Holland, but they don't understand what I'm saying. So okay, because they ask, just make one in English. Welcome in Dubai. I am here for a couple of weeks or maybe for the whole winter, let's see. And I'm enjoying the weather. As you can see, January, very nice weather to ride a bike. And now I am heading to some friends at a cafe, and I will show you a little bit around in Dubai. So I was thinking, what should I talk about? So the main question I usually get is, what does CSBFever means? Okay, so let's explain to the people who doesn't know what it means. CSB means Custom Sport Bikes. Custom Sport Bikes is my company back in Holland where I build and customize sport bikes. The name is already in there, Custom Sport Bikes. But 10 years ago when I started my company, Custom Sport Bikes, we get a lot of questions if we only use them for show. So I explained them, no, we also use it for drift. Yeah, drifting. We drift with motorcycles with a swing arm. So then we did some events, and I tried to show the people what we are doing with the bikes, like the drifting, because normally we posted the videos on the internet and people like it, and people ask us many times where are these locations because we really want to see it. And so that's why we went to some event organizers and asked them if we asked them if we can participate to these events and do some drifting on a closed course circuit so we don't get any troubles with the police. So we started that the first time in 2010, and it was a success. People loved it, especially people who didn't see it before. So I started everything in the Netherlands, and we did like Belgium, Germany, yes, and then Italy, Estonia, yeah, these kind of countries in Europe. But then after many events in the Netherlands, I decided back in 2015 to go to Dubai, because Dubai is like, for a lot of people, like, whoa. And these guys, they love the bikes, but they didn't do anything with the bikes. So if you go back to the videos, some of these guys, they drift a little bit, but not like you see now in the videos from Dubai. So I decided to participate on the first show in Dubai. There was Custom Show Emirates in Abu Dhabi. So in March 2016 we participate on the first event in Dubai, and that's what CSBFever is all about. Drifting with sport bikes. So the first show we did, we shipped the bikes from Holland to Dubai. First time we shipped 4 bikes, 2 show bikes and 2 drift bikes. So we got a booth at the event where we put the 2 show bikes, and we had 2 drift bikes we used at the drift course. So that was the first time we introduced the drifting in the Middle East. And because the organizers, they really liked it, we went back in 2017 and also last year in 2019. And again this year we will participate for the 4th time at the Custom Show Abu Dhabi at the end of March. So for a lot of people, the logo becomes a little bit famous because we ship our merchandise worldwide and we support like other stunt riders and drifters all over the world, especially some guys from the Curacao, because this is where it all started in the early 90s. Many guys, they know the videos of Nick Apex. He went to Aruba to do some stunt show, and then he got introduced with the drifting. And that's very funny, the video he's telling about it, and that's what I love when he's saying like, this is a real man drift, because the high horsepower bikes, slippery roads, and create a lot of smoke on high speed drifts. So yes, and now after Dubai this summer I hope to join some other countries. So if you're an event organizer or there's some events they want us to come, let us know, and let's see if we have no appointments on our schedule, and then we will come visit the shows. And now I am for maybe longer, but now I'm already for 2 weeks in Dubai. I'm riding on this Honda Goldwing from a friend of mine, and just enjoying the weather every day, because the weather back home is very shitty. And of course I'm in Dubai, as you can see, a lot of nice cars I've already passed. So this is the reason why I'm in Dubai, to make some schedule for some upcoming events this winter in the Middle East. And when the winter is finished, it becomes too hot to drive a motorcycle over here. So when the winter is finished, it will be the end of March, beginning of April, then it becomes too hot to drive a motorcycle. So till that time I will enjoy it. And after that we go, for example, to the United States. And the first state we were planned to come is Dayton, Ohio. So if there are some people from this area, let me know, because I'm planning to come over there. Especially if you have a Busa, a Hayabusa for sale, like a little bit damaged one with cracked fairings or something like this. The engine needs to be perfect, but the fairings I don't care. So hit me up. Maybe if the price is right I will buy it, and then I will bring some stuff from Holland to prepare the bike and make it a perfect drift bike. So if there are some stunt riders who does stunting over in this area, let me know. Maybe we can do something together. So now I'm riding this Honda Goldwing in Dubai, heading to Port Rashid. This is a new it was old port for cargo ships and everything, and now they converted it into a marina with a boulevard with cafes. They also have a cruise liner. They converted to a hotel. So yeah, it's a nice place. The road where I'm now driving on, it's called Jumeirah Road. This is a nice area where you can see a lot of nice cars and bikes, especially on Thursday night when the weekend starts. It's become like an main strip. This is the beautiful view from Dubai. So yeah. Also one thing, if you ever decided to come to Dubai, be careful if you're speeding. I don't think there is another country in the world who has this much speeding cameras like in the UAE, especially Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Every Emirates has it, but I I'm usually riding in Dubai because I'm staying in Dubai. Sometimes I'm going to Abu Dhabi, and in Abu Dhabi it's even worse. Here, if you have like a speed limit and you go over the speed limit for, let's say, 20 kilometers, that's no problem. But if you if you go in Abu Dhabi like 1 kilometer, you have to pay a lot of money. So let's go to the front. Like this road, it's a maximum speed of 70 kilometers an hour. So I can drive approximately like 80, 85, so I don't get a ticket or a fine, like you said. But if I do like 91, instantly I get a fine from around, it starts with $75. So if you come to Dubai, rent a car, watch out, because there was one English guy, there's a story on the internet, a guy from the UK, he came to Dubai, rented a car, and he got fucked because this guy, he didn't thought there were speed cameras. So what did he do for a couple of hours? He was speeding all over the place. So he got like, I heard different stories, but they told me around $35,000 into speeding tickets. So it was a very expensive ride. So that's not what I want, because I already get flashed the first time after a lot of visits to Dubai. I get one speeding ticket, so I will keep it at one, because I think it's a waste of money. As you can see, it's a very nice road with a lot of shops, shopping malls, restaurants, cafes, shisha lounges. Especially here in Dubai, you will not bored. Every night there is something to do. And always, every weekend, if you're like a speed freak with cars or bikes, every weekend you can go to a drag strip. And if you want by yourself, you can participate on to drag race, rolling race. They have like a circuit in Abu Dhabi, a circuit in Dubai. So there is always some nice things to do for petrol heads. Also, like women can shop till they drop. So guys, if you bring your wife or your girlfriend and you want them to shop, please check your credit card and put a limit onto it, because if the girl goes shopping without limit on the credit card, I wish you good luck. Also, the cars here are very nice. So many different type of cars, especially a lot of from the States, from Europe, and like the Asian cars, like the Nissan. From the States they know the Nissan Armada, but we call it in Europe and the UAE, we call it the Nissan Petrol. Like this car. Oh no, this Infinity. I'm sorry about that, because I'm not really into cars. I'm more into motorcycles, and especially the Mercedes G-Wagon, because the Sheikh of Dubai is driving a white one. So because of this, everybody wants to have a G-Wagon, especially the G-Wagon square 4x4. This one is huge. Also, one thing I talk about it in my Dutch vlog, the license plates. Here in Dubai, it's a big thing. For example, if you see a car with one or two numbers, I can assure you that this license plate is worth more money, sometimes 10 times more money than the car it's on. For example, number 5. You have a license plate number 5. A guy from India, a billionaire, he bought it for around, it was like $10 million, and he put it on a Rolls Royce. And you know the price of this Rolls Royce is compared to this car. The license plate 10 million and the car is 500,000. So you do the math. It's 20 times more expensive than the car worth. But it gets like a lot of respect if you have a low number license plate. At the moment on this bike, I'm driving number 7, so also a 1-digit license plate for the bike, but the license plates on the bike are not so expensive, so, and this one is like from a local, so they don't have to pay it as much, because when it's all started, the plates, it wasn't like, oh, I want this number, I will pay a lot of money for it. It was just like a couple $1,000, maybe $1,500. But now, this time, if you have a 1-digit number for a motorcycle, it will start like $100,000, $150,000. I've watched my lucky number 22 on the bike, but for me, I'm not willing to pay around $35,000 for one license plate. For me, it's a little bit too much. So that's not for me. I'm almost reaching my destination. If you don't like my English accent or I don't say the right words, I don't care. I just talk about English because people ask me, so I try to do my best.